Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be a Virgo reading for November 2020. However, this reading is timeless, you guys, okay? So if you watch this outside of that time frame, I still believe that you can find something that is very helpful and enlightening for you on your journey, okay? This is for all Virgo placements, so it could be sun, moon, rising, North Node, Lilith, any placement. Also, if this video resonates with you or if you enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share, okay? I'm going to play my singing bowl so we can clear out any negative energy and allow us to be more open to receive any messages in this video, okay? Okay, so let's get into it, Virgo, okay? So we have coming out first the Ace of Cups and then the Sun, okay? So you want the new friendships, the new romantic relationships, or it could just be loving bonds with everyone in your life, okay? You want the joy and abundance and happiness, balanced energy that comes with the sun. This could also be Leo energy, which these two, honestly, I feel like go hand in hand because love brings an abundance. If I feel like if you are abundant, you are loving. So these two cards could not be more better paired. So I think this is beautiful. I feel like this is what you want. You could already have it, Virgo, but I just feel like looking at the spread, I feel like this is your end goal and you will get there, okay? And then things get a little complicated, okay? It wouldn't be complicated if it wasn't a tarot reading, right? So we have the moon, we have the death and rebirth, which is Scorpio energy, and this is Cancer energy, okay? So we have a lot of major arcana. So Virgo, I feel like you are doing big transformation. Um, you're starting a new chapter in your life. You're throwing a lot of old ways out that no longer serve you, which is a beautiful thing. It can be a little rigorous and intense sometimes when you're going through that process, but the end goal is always beautiful when you're transforming, Virgo, okay? And then after that, we follow with the Ten of Wands and then the Devil. And I know people don't like this card, but I actually love it. I think it's a great card for transformation and reflection, and I'm going to get into that later. So I have two scenarios I'm picking up. If you're here for work, I don't feel like this is a work reading. Um, I feel like it's more about self love and romantic. And I don't like to focus a lot on romantic on my channel, but I've learned in my personal life is our bonds with other people help mold us, they help shape us, change us, and grow us into who we were called to be. So eventually you'll get to the same end goal, okay? So our bonds are very valuable to us, whether we think we were done wrong, if we weren't done wrong, they also have a lot of lessons. Sometimes it's easy for us to focus on the pain in our relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean family, romantic friendships. But those are all lessons and they help us evolve if we look at them as lessons and not just as pain, okay? So it can be a very beautiful experience when you look at it like that, and it can help you grow when you look at it in that concept. But so the first scenario I'm going to start off is just with you, Virgo. So I feel like this is you. So I know in like typical readings, they say this is like your addictions, to drugs, sex, rock and roll, all of those things, Virgo, okay? But to me, this represents our reflection, um, our obsessions, as they say, codependency on other people, not seeing how great we are, so we extend our hand to other people, hoping that they're gonna give us power and love and control when we really just need to find that within ourselves. Excuse me, Virgo. And if you look at his hand, it's like a puppet. And sometimes when we give other people that power over us, and we look so much for them to love us, It's kind of like a puppet eventually, like it's like somebody just has control over us. They tell us when we should jump, how high we should jump. And then when we don't get what we're looking for, or in vice versa, then usually the relationship kind of crashes, or we feel some type of way about it, Virgo. Okay, so I feel like this is you, and I feel like that was your energy in the past, or it could be current, okay? And I say that because above that, crowning it, is the moon card. So I feel like that you are hiding your true self. Virgos are very amazing people, very intelligent people, very witty, very funny people, okay? Usually it goes over people's heads, so a lot of people don't catch on to it because they're so intelligent and so witty. Um, so I feel like that you were hiding your true self, Virgo, okay? Um, and I feel like eventually in all of your like relationships, or when you when you started to see that things weren't working out how you hoped that they were, that you didn't have the Ace of Cups, the love and abundance you were looking for in relationships, you were like, okay, well, wait a minute, something's off. Because if it's not them, then it has to be me. Because, like I said, your partners or people that you know and bonds with in life, they are a reflection of you. Okay, so eventually, well, I should say eventually. Ultimately, I should say, Virgo, if you change yourself, then that will change your environment. It all comes down to you, okay? So I feel like you realize that it was some things that you were hiding from yourself, okay? Because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, okay? Our own worst enemy, and our thought process, especially the negative thinking, can be an illusion, okay? So it can stop us from getting to this abundance and joy, okay? And we will live in the darkness with the moon hidden instead of living in the light with the sun. So very powerful, and I'm just noticing this, very powerful that the sun was followed by the moon, which is very interesting. So, and I picked up on this too when I looked over the cards. I feel like it is duality, Virgo, that you're learning to balance and find duality in yourself and balance the shadow side of yourself, okay? So when I think of this card, I think of the actual Lilith, which is the Black Moon Lilith. Okay, so if you're not familiar with that, look it up. I'm a Sun Aquarius, but I have a Black Moon Lilith in Pisces. Okay, so a lot of my shadows and fears are rooted in Pisces characteristics, as you could say. Like I'm shortening it up a little bit, you guys, for the video. So just make sure to do your own research. If you look at your chart, you can find it, okay? But I feel like a lot of people watching this reading may have a Lilith in Capricorn, or some type of earth sign, okay? So make sure to look in that, because I think it'll be helpful for you, because a lot of you guys watching this could not understand why you do some of the things you do. But once you understand your shadow side, then you will understand why you do it and be more conscious of it and find duality, okay? Find the balance between light and darkness, okay? So I feel like this is you, but I feel like I said, you're finding the balance in it. So that's very beautiful, okay? And then my second scenario, is involves people, okay, romantic. And I say that because it's a lot of major arcanas and a lot of different signs, okay? So like I said, I feel like that you could have maybe been dealing with the Scorpio. Um, you could have learned about some things, some dishonesty, maybe some lies, maybe some cheating. I'm not going to get into all of that in this reading, okay? You know how it resonates with you, Virgo, so you'll pick up on what I mean by that, okay? So you could have been dealing with this person, and then you took off. You ran ran for the hills. You packed all your bags, Virgo. You hopped on this little donkey or mule. I'm not sure what this is, y'all. And you hopped on the road, okay? With all your baggage and luggage. And it's very significant that she has so many baggage and she's just one little person. And this could be masculine or feminine energy, okay? Don't get caught up on the woman. And I feel like she went, and it looks kind of opposite on the cards, but when it's looking to me, it looks like that she walked away from this person, okay? And I feel like you walked over to a Capricorn and you thought it would be better, but you bought a whole bunch of baggage with you, okay, from the Scorpio relationship. And you felt like it was from the Scorpio, but it was really your baggage. You had the baggage before you met the Scorpio, you had the baggage after you left the Scorpio. And when you went to the Capricorn, the devil, you saw your true reflection, okay? You thought the Scorpio was bad until you met the Capricorn. And you said, oh, buddy, okay, I got to start making some different choices because that's really not what I was looking for. That's not the joy, the abundance, the happiness, the love that I was looking for, okay? So you, but like I said, you saw your reflection, you saw your shadow side. So I feel like following the devil card, you have the Ace of Wands. You had a bright idea, aha moment, as you would say. You had some balancing in the crown chakra, which allowed you to reflect, Virgo, on your life, your past experiences, your bonds, and your dating life, as I should say. And you realize, they do a lot of stuff that I kind of do, but it's kind of to like the 10th power. Okay, so that means that I need to do a little work on myself because I'm kind of jumping from each relationship to each relationship with a lot of baggage, and I'm not really taking the lesson. I'm just taking the pain in form of these bags that she has, all these suitcases she has and stuff. And I say that it's from relationship to relationship because clarifying the 10 of Wands, I have the Chariot and I have the Fool. So more Cancer energy. So it could be a Cancer. You could have a lot of Cancer in your chart, Virgo. And then we have the Fool, which I take as Aries energy, okay? Clarifying the 10 of Wands. So a lot of different signs. So I feel like in your bonds, it could have been romance, it could have been friendships, it could have been work, like how it resonates with you, Virgo. That you were just trying to find yourself in these people, and you were finding yourself, and you maybe have taken relationships as toxic, but the relationships were a reflection of you to help you grow and to be your highest self, Virgo, okay? And hopefully that makes sense to you guys, okay? So I feel like it was different people, and you felt that if you dated other people, you would eventually find your Ace of Cups and your Sun energy. But in actuality, like I said, you get to the same goal at the end of the day. You get to self love, you get to balance, you get to duality, love and abundance, and joy and happiness in yourself, Virgo, okay? And I feel like you found that, or you will find that, okay? And like I said, I feel like you've had a lot of transformation in Scorpio season, okay? Or with the Scorpio or with the Cancer, because it's a lot of Cancer. And the Scorpio, death and rebirth is a really big card for me, okay? So I'm feeling the Scorpio energy and the Cancer energy a lot in this reading, okay? And I feel like that you're moving very fast. So I feel like you've left these individuals in the past, um, in order to find yourself. I feel like when you realize that you were the person you were looking for all of along, excuse me, Virgo, um, you took off very, very fast. And you're not really looking back, which is beautiful because clarifying the Ace of Wands is the Two of Pentacles. So once again, the balance I was talking about, okay? So you are accepting your shadow self, okay? Because when we accept our shadow self, it helps us be our higher self, okay? Because when we suppress and hide things from ourselves, we just continue to live in the darkness. We become obsessed. We become addicted to things because we want to cover up our true selves, Virgo, okay? But when we accept that we're humans living in the 3D, so we all have light and darkness, including myself, okay? People can call it the devil or however they want to describe it, but I like to look at it as light and darkness. We all have that inside of ourselves in the 3D, okay? And I feel like one of our goals in life, in just in our journey in general, Virgo, is to find balance and duality in ourselves, okay? And then when we learn to accept our shadow self, then we can accept other shadow selves, like other people around us, excuse me. That's what I'm trying to say. We can learn to accept people at their lowest or at their highest or a combination of both, because usually it's a combination of both. Nobody operates completely high all the time, okay? So it's like a healthy balance, okay? So that's beautiful, Virgo, that you are finding that out. Also, like I said, I feel like you were looking for praise and other people. You were looking for not really a handout, but you were looking for them to help you find yourself, but it was always within. So when you realize that it was within, now you can praise yourself. And like I said, Virgos are very amazing people. You're very talented. So somebody watch this, or it could be the whole Virgo collective. You're very talented, and people actually need your help. Okay, they're they're looking on you to help you to be helped in life. I don't know what's going on with me, y'all, but they are looking for you to help them in life, Virgo. Okay, so you are infamous. Okay, infamous, famous Virgo. Okay, so just keep that in mind, okay? I'm not sure why I use those words. That might resonate with somebody, okay? And then the last card is the world. So it is completion. Like I said, big transformation, Virgo. Big transformation, okay? So once you let all those people go, all that chaotic, indecisive, and confused energy, because that row right there just felt very chaotic and indecisive. Okay, so I feel like once you let that energy go, Virgo, then you'll be complete. You have completed that cycle, like I said. Our bonds with people help us grow and evolve. So your bonds that you just experienced, which I feel like they may have brought you a lot of pain. You could have been very jaded about them, but now after reflecting, Virgo, you're realizing, hey, like, that actually helped me. So that's allowing you to complete that cycle, close that chapter, and start a new one with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, okay? So this could be a person coming in, possibly, but I honestly feel like, Virgo, this is self love, okay? And how I always say, when you love yourself unconditionally, you will love others unconditionally, and you will draw in someone that is equally yoked. Okay, so eventually you will draw in somebody that's equally yoked, okay? But I feel like that you are finding what it means to have self love, okay? So, very beautiful, Virgo. I am going to pull a lesson or advice card for you, okay? And I think that's it. Very short and sweet. I hope so, Virgo, okay? Let me just shuffle these. Okay. Okay, so we have first coming out fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. That's interesting how they worded that. Fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, so you are releasing fear and living in love. Like I said, you want the Ace of Cups, you want the Sun. Okay, so you're realizing that, hey, I have to let go of a lot of those toxic habits I have because they no longer serve me. I'm not really getting anything from them anymore. The second one, service. I feel good when I can help other people. Okay, so that makes sense, because this one I got kind of like stumbled up on an energy, Virgo, and I wasn't sure why. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't edit this. I wasn't sure why I fumbled on this one. I wasn't sure what I was trying to say, but I said you were talented and very famous or infamous. And I wasn't sure why I said that, but this card makes sense now, okay? So, service. I feel good when I can help others. So, you need to help other people, okay? And it might be like a platform or something out there for you, okay? If you're watching this reading, then you'll know what that means to you, okay? After that, I have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. No, you cannot, okay? Those bonds are over with, okay? They could resurface, but like I always say, when you evolve, sometimes you can't even like interact with those people anymore, you know, just because it's not on the same frequency. So you don't really have the same feelings you have for them. You don't understand them. They don't understand you no more. Like y'all just not on the same page. So it's better to embrace and accept the past. Like I always say, accept and embrace the lesson and not the pain, okay? Like we have to heal and move past the pain, but we can keep the lesson because that helps us grow. And last but not least, we have friendship, which is beautiful. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, okay? So friendship could be very important to you. Like I said, the reading could have been romance or this could have been about friendship. Sometimes, like I said, the lines can be very blurred, Virgo, okay? So I think that this is very beautiful, okay? I'm being called to end it there, Virgo. I hopefully this reading made sense. Like I said, it seemed very chaotic and a little confused, but I feel like it will touch somebody, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, Virgo, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have not heard this today yet, Virgo, you are loved and you are cherished, okay? Bye-bye.